Yo, what's up guys, it's Bo here, Jaybreak, aka Jonathan. In the Season 2 update for Splitgate, we got a ton of new things added to Map Creator. We got a new map to build on called Wet Ocean, along with a ton of new items that we can build with. Items like rocks, trees, and grass, and also some new menu features that makes map building a little bit easier to do. In this video, I'm going to show you guys a new mansion map that I did make on Wet Ocean. But before I do that, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe for more Splitgate content. I'm trying to be the #1 channel out there for Splitgate, so don't forget. Thank you guys. Okay, so we're going to scroll through my maps list down here to Manor, and you can see that I actually made a little map thumbnail for me. I love that you can do that. I don't know if that's something a lot of people know, but we're gonna jump into it. Oh, I think it actually spawned me the inside, but I'm actually gonna start in the first part. We're gonna start outside and take a look out. This is like literally, I think, the first thing I started off with. The outside of the house, just trying to figure out like what do I want. This is just pretty much gonna be the first spawn. So this is the front of the house. I was thinking of having a fenced off area, but you know, I just wanted to do a more court off, sealed off aesthetic. So we have the spawn right here. I actually built this on top of the island, so this is just the ground of the island. So I actually used part of the island for the build, along with some green pillars to kind of use like as grass, because the island is very uneven and there are some dips, and this just kind of hides a little bit. I mean, it does make for some pretty looking like green grass when you're out here in the front, kind of like a little bit of an astroturf. For the front of the house, I didn't want it to be flat. I just wanted you to be able to walk up into the house. You can also portal from up here too as well. The little front porch we have, so you can just portal from this side here and use these blocks to get here or another. So even though this courtyard is pretty big and pretty large, there's a portal pretty much close to anywhere. You can get up here pretty quick, so you're not really that much of at a disadvantage. And from the courtyard, you can also portal to the second floor, so you have a way to get up here. And on the other side of the map, there's a way to get up on the second floor too. So both sides pretty much have the same way, the same access to get across the map. It may look different, but you can pretty much get across the map the same. And one thing that I did want to say, you pretty much can portal from pretty much everywhere across the map. This map is fairly big, but to make up to that, this map has really nice portal sightline. So what I do have are these portal cubes down here at the bottom, and what you can do is take a portal, have it placed up here, and jump down and sort of launch yourself all the way down there. There are a lot of nice little launch spots on this map, so you can shoot yourself across the map, you can fly, you can walk. There's a lot of different ways of moving across this map. Coming back to the front, the one thing you're going to notice about my map is that I have a lot of greenery on this one. In the Season 2 update, we have a lot more stuff in the environment. As you can see, we don't only just have rocks, we have trees, grass, ferns, and flowers. So I pretty much want to go completely overboard with all the greenery. As you can see, looking back here on the outside of the map, I have a lot of trees on the place on the outside, but here on the front, they even have these smaller trees that I have pretty symmetric around the map. And then I also have these little flowers placed around the map as well, along with all the grass. You can see right here, like this is not from the hill spot right here, this is actual grass. I've placed pretty much each one of these. Now we're going to go into that house. I really wanted to make this mansion pretty big and pretty open, but I have a lot of cover placed around this map, so even though this is pretty big and wide and open, there's a lot of spaces that you can run into to get behind and get cover. And there's also a lot of portal spots around here, so you can get around the inside pretty quick too. One thing I did add was this portal spot right here in the middle. That way you can just sort of shoot yourself up and around, along with these other two portal walls around here. That way you can move around too and just kind of fly around. Coming up under these stairs, I have my first two sets of power weapons. I have the plasma rifle and the railgun down here. If we move up to the middle, we have our B spots right here, where I have this sort of a little tree aesthetic, a little inside garden with the crates that put in with, this is actually a rock that I have placed along with two little trees. And you can also just kind of jump in here, and it ain't really much cover, but you can just, yeah, you can sit around in here. I guess you could probably have a little bit more cover here. So we're gonna move over to the back right of the manor. This is pretty much gonna be the same as the back left over there. I have one of the lockdown points over here, along with two other spawns, and then you have a carbine spawn. And I think on the other side, I think that, yeah, the assault rifle's over there as well, just kind of having another one of your, you know, default weapons that you might have on this side. But actually on this side, I have another point located right inside right here. I think for remotes, I have all my hill locations pretty well. I don't think they're too far away or too close to one another where you're not just simply able to shoot you from across the map from one hill to another. I've play tested everything a few times and work with the spawns that I do have, because around every hill pretty much have about 2 spawns or a couple extra close by, so that way if you, like, your team dies off the hill, you're not just completely screwed, or everybody's not completely screwed just fighting to get to a hill. So I think my spawns on this map worked out pretty well. Moving over to the staircase, well, the second staircase, I have some more weapons under here, kind of tucked away in a little room. I have a battle rifle, and I think on the other side, I think it's, yeah, I have the SMG. I have the SMGs tucked over here on this other side. Now if we go up towards the steps, I have another weapon spot. This is where you're gonna have your shotgun, along with another lockdown point. Coming up the second set of stairs, right up here in the top middle, I have another set of hill points, along with a shotgun. Just kind of tucked tough spot to put the shotgun. I kind of think of moving it, but I think so far it's a decent spot. I mean, all the weapons around here on the map are pretty close together, so you have a good chance of finding a weapon that you want. On the top left and right on the side of this map, I pretty much have it reflected the same. You have a rocket launcher location around here. Around here, you got your flag with some nice cover for this spot, so you can have some pretty nice rotation around the map and make it easier. On the other side, I have the bat along with a King of the Hill. I think that's pretty much the only. I think that's two. I think there's another point in here. Yeah, I have another lockdown spot around here. So there are hill spots up here. I think on the back right side, I have the hill spot. And on this side with the BFB, I do have the sniper. I have one on each side of the roof. So I think on the other side, on this other side, I do have. Yeah, I have, on the other side, pretty much diagonally on this side, I have a sniper that you can get to on this side. On the back side, on the top, you have a little balcony here that looks down onto the spawn. And from these portals that I talked about earlier, you can actually jump out of them. And there's some portal cubes down here like I have on the front. Anyways, from the back side of this map, you can pretty much just launch yourself around and get yourself some momentum to get yourself into the map. On this side of the spawn, we have our A sides. We have all our A hills, along with a few extra points of King of the Hill and Lockdown. And then in this beginner area, we kind of out on the back side, kind of a boat dock. That's kind of what I wanted to call it. And I have these two other bigger trees on the side, along with a carbine and an assault rifle here in the back. And I did want to kind of have something kind of cool on this side, so I wanted to do something a little bit cool on this side, so I left the left side of the stairs kind of hollow. If you go back right above up on these stairs, I have a little bit of some other room up here if you can kind of sit up on and have a little bit of vantage point on the hill, or you can kind of hide in this corner behind these trees and get away from people. What is my gun doing? What is wrong with this game mode? Wait a minute. Wait, this was not supposed to happen. Why is my game broken? This is not what I wanted to show off. I can't even switch weapons. Why is he holding the weapon like that? Hold on. Yo, there's no like animation. Dude, what? There's no sound. Well, I want to show my map off with some gameplay, but this is the weirdest way to show off. I mean, this is literally perfect. But I'm trying to play Fiesta Lockdown, but I guess it's broken. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try it again. It kind of looks like the lobby is like a 20-person lobby, or at least it's trying to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm leaking like a new game mode, but this is completely weird. They're actually trying to take a point. These like teammates, I was kind of like a free-for-all earlier. I could kill everybody, but I guess not these guys. It's taking forever to try to get this point. I don't think my map is doing this because I have all my points down. I just think the game just screwed up. Okay, so we're back on a custom game mode, and it seems like it's actually working this time. I think this is actually the King of the Hill. This is my King of the Hill, and this is the first point. This is the B hill that I started about earlier. It's pretty much where you start off for the King of the Hill games, and I think for most of them, I think you just start off here or either right here up on the top. You kind of see how I'm using the outside of this kind of for cover. You can just walk around and not try to get meleeed at least. But one thing you do notice is that a lot of times when you're on the hill, if you have people that are spawning down here, they'll have portals that come this way, or if they spawn on the outside on this side, they're using the portals you can see right there to get up here right in the middle. And then we switch to this back one, and I think you spawn not so far. You spawn right there in the back left side, and I have a couple other points around here you can spawn at. So you're not far at all from any point when you're playing an objective game mode. It's actually pretty nice. You're not too far away. Alright guys, I'm in the video here. Make sure you guys leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like the map, there will be a pinned comment below with the map code so you guys can download it for yourself and play it. It's me, your boy here, Jaybear, aka Jonathan. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a nice and wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.